Tonight we're talking about the Flissa multi-tool, and this is going to be one of the cheapest versions of the Leatherman Wave on the market today. Now, before we get too far in the video, I want to mention that there seems to be one huge issue I have with this, so I will talk about that in just a little bit. But one of the things, I want to mention some of the positives first. One of the things I really like about this is the pouch is definitely going to be very close to the Leatherman pouch. Some of the Leatherman pouches I actually find a sticker that says made in China, so keep that in mind for what it is. But the Leatherman pouch is definitely extra stitched more, but this is one of the best off-brand multi-tool pouches I have seen in a long time. Now, the Flissa multi-tool has replaceable wire cutters. It has a lot of the things we have come to look for in the Leatherman Wave. It has a serrated knife. It has a very sharp, I can attest to that, I cut myself, just barely leaned my finger against it and it got me. And then on this side, let's see, this side right here, it has a saw. And you have to sort of dig in here for it. It's a little bit buried, very, very aggressive teeth. And then it has the file. Now, one of the things that this Flissa multi-tool has done better is that the file has a lot of clearance. So with the Byberry Wave clone, I noticed that the file was grating against the frame. On this one, there's plenty of clearance, so the diamond coating has no issue against the frame, which I really like. On the inside of the multi-tool, we have this 1/4-inch bit driver, which snaps into place pretty solidly, and then you have to really press down to release it. Again, this is a new multi-tool. I just got it a couple days ago. This has inches and millimeters, I believe. And these are, when you run your fingernail around them, I thought they were just painted on at first, but they do seem to actually be perhaps etched into the metal. Now, on the other side, we have the knife, or not the knife, the scissors. We have the combo, can opener, wire cutter. We have got the screwdriver. We've got the micro driver. Now you can see there's still oil on this because this is so new. Now this micro driver looks very thin. I've heard a lot of people talking about it breaking off right here. I have bent some micro drivers. I haven't broken one yet, but keep that in mind. The screwdriver looks pretty sturdy, and then we've got the scissors. Now the scissors on this whole tool, besides the 1/4-inch bit driver, this is going to be the two main differences between the Leatherman Wave and this tool. Now, if we do this just right, we can cut it off in 2 snips. Not always, sometimes it takes 3. On the Leatherman Wave, keep in mind this is very used, very abused. I'm sure it's a lot duller than when it was new, but we've got there, got there, got there. What are we about? 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's go ahead and hold it, and eventually, well, I guess. So the scissors on the Flissa are much better. The spring feels much tougher than the Leatherman Wave. I like the scissors much better. Now, there's one huge point which I think is going to cause me to send this back to Amazon. So let's go ahead and we are going to put this back. Now, I have been tinkering with my Leatherman Wave, so it should be far worse than when it was brand new. I've been taking some of these pivots apart. I've been trying to modify it, work on it. But, so this is the handle that sort of bends like that. That bends a little bit easier, but look at this. When I have this, let's see, I'm going to try to do this. I can't get that handle to collapse on me. So it works really good. Now when I get here, obviously the handles collapse. Now look at this one. Let's see, which side is it? Oh, it's this. So I can literally take it in a closed position here, and I can bend that handle like that. Now, I don't know if it's not snapping into place, if it's having issues because of black oxide, the black paint coating. I think that causes an issue. But if I just feel like this Leatherman Wave, again, I cannot replicate it on this. I can't do the same. So I guess that's one of the disappointing things. I mean, it doesn't take very much, and this handle just sort of does that. So why I say that is the other day I was cutting pipe cleaner, which, I mean, it's not a huge wire, because my kids were doing art projects, and this, you know, sort of stuck on me and went like that. So I had to close it again, and then it opened up. I think some of it has to do with the black paint. So what I may do is return this to Amazon and then do a review of the silver one. So we'll see. Now, I did want to mention, let's open this Byberry one. And let's see, it's this handle right here. So I can do something sort of similar. It's not as bad, but I can do something similar on the Byberry. And I thought I would try the multi-force as well. And maybe it's not a huge deal. Let's see. So I have to exert a lot of pressure, but I can sort of do that. But I feel like this one is just a little bit excessive. I mean, it doesn't take hardly anything, and it just seems locked into place. And I think that's because of all this black coating they've put on, and it's caused issues. So definitely the tool, other than that, I think is great. I wish I had a pocket clip, but because of that, I don't think I can recommend the black coating, because I feel like it just interferes with performance of the tool really working that well. So that's what I have to say on this. I would be interested to know if some of you have the same issue. Maybe that issue doesn't bother a lot of people, but to me, that does seem like that could offer some issues. I don't really like my pliers binding, and to be honest, I don't usually have that issue. So, all right, that's all I have for today, and I'll see you in the next video.